Farzad just did a pretty detailed post and it got 200,000 views. Let's check it out. Tesla's AI brain is alive. If you have been watching the Tesla space closely, you know the company has been working towards a self-driving solution for a solid 10 years now. Absolutely. You may remember Elon Musk's infamous time to unveil the D and something else tweet from 2014, the something else being autopilot. It's still unclear what he meant by the other part. Since that day, there have been countless moments where Elon promised that full self-driving technology was around the corner for Tesla vehicles. Comments like 3 months, maybe 6 months, definitely, and 2 weeks are burned into the minds of Tesla fans and followers alike, and not in a good way. 2 weeks often meaning 2 months. 4 months, 6 months. The slightest whiff of the technology being completed would send folks into a frenzy of excitement, which would lead to very high expectations followed by disappointment. It has been a flywheel of sadness. Of course, with the benefit of hindsight, we can agree that everyone involved was being far too optimistic, at least those that believed. There have been many, and I mean many, that thought this development was years or decades away, with some thinking that this technology wouldn't be real in their lifetimes, and I think they are changing their minds now. These folks have been looking more and more correct as time has gone on, but not anymore. We have reached a point in Tesla's arc where maybe, just maybe, this time is different. And the reason why is artificial intelligence. Now, when I say AI, some might say, oh, here we go again with today's buzzword. Sure. Yes, I will admit, almost every company out there has figured out a way to use AI hundreds of times while they talk about how amazing their products are, and especially on earnings calls. I think it has been established that the more often you use the AI word on an earnings call, the higher your stock is gonna go up. I am sure that we'll start seeing AI-powered broom companies popping up in the coming months. I fully understand if you feel like this is yet another example of throwing around buzzwords. But in Tesla's case, there is evidence that points that this may not be the case. This might be one of the first truly life-altering ways AI is deployed in our everyday lives, similar to how ChatGPT changed the way we thought and interacted with AI, but in the physical world instead of the digital world. If you are not using something like ChatGPT, you are just left behind. One of my favorite prompts is when I get an email asking for something silly from me, I paste the email into ChatGPT and say, reply politely, making feel that person like a moron, but be polite. I'm gonna skip the part that explains how Tesla's FSD works. The biggest difference between how Tesla is approaching the solution versus everyone else is the labor that's required to make the car drive itself. Where everyone else is using human labor to write the code necessary to make the car drive itself correctly using a complicated and expensive web of sensors on their cars, Tesla is using only 8 cameras and superhuman coding capability with AI to do the same exact thing. And because of that, Tesla needs a lot less sensors, only 8 cameras and an onboard computer, which significantly reduces costs. And then, as we have seen with FSD V12, Tesla is able to make improvements to the software very quickly, faster than any human-based solution. With V12, we have seen 5-year-old cars go from driving like a drunk monkey to now driving like an incompetent teenager who's trying really hard. Farzad just came from a 60-mile drive in both highway and city traffic. The only interventions he had to do were to park the car in a parking deck and park the car in the garage. And not only these FSD updates came out faster than before, the Tesla team is also signaling that this is going to continue. So watching Tesla over the next 3 to 6 months is going to be incredibly exciting. I think we are at a point where you want to pay close attention to Tesla stock news every day, for now at least. Even if you are a long-term investor and you don't care about the short term. It's not a guarantee, of course, but a breakthrough could possibly happen at any time. I'm not predicting anything, but I'm saying it's certainly possible now. And that's it for today's video. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you in tomorrow's episode. Thank you so much for watching.